Chapter 41 Daoyuan Conference. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I have no objection to allocating quotas according to strength. There are a total of 87 people in the Return to Void Realm and the Transformation of the Spirit stage, including all of you present here. Why not allocate it like this, with 3 quotas for each person in the Return to Void Realm and 1 quota for each person in the Transformation of the Spirit stage. In addition, I have another idea. 1 year is a round, and every 10 years is a period. In this way, there are a total of 1,000 quotas. Except the quotas we have allocated, there are still 907 quotas. The ownership of these quotas will still be based on the competition of strength. 3 months later, I will hold the Daoyuan conference in Xianxia village, and all cultivators above the nascent soul stage can sign up to participate. The conference will take the top 1,000 and allocate quotas based on the ranking. If the top-ranked one withdraws, the next one will fill the position. What do you think? Hanli expressed his idea. They eat meat, and they should leave some soup for the people. Below, Hanli does not want to see a situation where a few families dominate the Tianyuan realm. He wants to see the day when the independent cultivators can also come to the fore. Hanli's 3 places were reserved for Fulong Temple, and Yixingchen's 3 places were reserved for Tianqing sect. I have no objection. The Return to Void Realm Master was the first to agree. If they didn't understand at this moment, they would be fools. Hanli clearly wanted them to get into the trap first. What Daoyuan conference? These were all considered by Hanli in advance, otherwise how could the plan be so detailed? However, if you think about it, he will not suffer any loss. He has 3 places, and they are still the first batch. Don't be too greedy. Being too greedy will make people hate you. We have no objection either. Seeing that the Return to Void Realm Master agreed, the others also followed suit. Then it's settled. Before that, I have something to clarify with you fellow Taoists to avoid disputes later. Master, please speak. Hanli said, the materials for making the Heavenly Dao battle suit are very expensive. If someone loses the Heavenly Dao battle suit, they need to compensate for the relevant expenses. If someone refuses to compensate, I have the right to remove him or his forces from the list and they will not be allowed to participate in such competitions in the future. In fact, this was all Hanli's way of scaring them. The materials for making the Heavenly Dao battle suit are very ordinary, and the most important thing in the Heavenly Dao battle suit is the power of the Heavenly Dao. That being said, it did not prevent Hanli from scaring them, because they didn't know how the Heavenly Dao battle suit was made anyway. That should be the case. All agreed. After the meeting, the news that Hanli would hold the Daoyuan conference in Xianxia village spread all over the world, and at the same time announced the reason to the public. After hearing this news, not only the Yuanying stage powerhouses, but also the Jindan stage and foundation building stage cultivators also rushed to Xianxia village. The cultivators in the Jindan and foundation building stages could not attend the Daoyuan conference, but it did not prevent them from joining. In the fun and seeing the style of the big guys, when they break through to the Yuanying stage in the future, they will also participate in the Daoyuan conference, just to familiarize themselves in advance. Hanli had a selfish reason for holding the Daoyuan conference in Xianxia village. After all, Hanli was born in Xianxia village, and he should make some contributions to his hometown, even though so many years have passed. 3 months later, the Daoyuan conference officially opened, and countless cultivators came here. Since the Daoyuan conference was held for the first time and time was tight, it was held very simply. In just 1 month, the top 1,000 of the Daoyuan conference were determined. After the quota was determined, the first group of people set out to try their luck in the void. Maybe there are many abandoned planets in this void, or maybe they are lucky. The first group went out to search for a year, and found a total of 28 abandoned planets. As for the small world and the middle world, no one has discovered them yet. It is already a very good result. Back then, Hanli took hundreds of years to find a small world. Compared with them, they were really much luckier, and they had gained so much in just 1 year. However, none of them or any forces had gathered 5 abandoned planets at once, nor did they have any intention of trading or cooperation. This was only the first batch, and it was early, and there were still people in the following batches. If they wanted to trade or cooperate, they had to wait until this period was over. No one came to Hanli to exchange, and Hanli was happy and at ease, and the 28 abandoned planets found were all distributed by him to 8 domains. and the area of the 8 domains increased again. There were 14 more places in the upper limit of the Return to Void realm. But he did not intend to release them. There were also hundreds of places in the transformation stage. He did not hide the places in the transformation stage and release them all. 9 years passed in a blink of an eye, and the first phase of exploring the void ended. Except for the first batch that returned with a full load, the people behind were purely lucky, and the 9 batches combined only found 5 abandoned planets. In total, some batches could not even drink soup, and were just playing with them. Among them, Hanli found the problem. Not only Hanli, but other great powers also discovered it. In the final analysis, the time was too short, only 1 year, which restricted their freedom of travel. In other words, the plan formulated at the beginning had problems and needed to be revised. Hanli summoned all the great powers to discuss how to revise it. The final result of the discussion was that the Daoyuan conference was changed to be held every 30 years, and it was no longer divided into multiple batches. There was only one batch with a total of 100 places. These 100 places were also redistributed. 20 places were allocated to the Return to Void realm. If there were not so many people, the places would be postponed to the next realm, that is, the transformation of the spirit realm. 50 places were allocated to the transformation of the spirit realm, 20 places were allocated for the nascent soul stage. The ownership of these places was determined by the rankings won in the Daoyuan conference. The effective time of the Heavenly Dao power in the Heavenly Dao battle suit was also increased from 1 year to 30 years, in other words, 1 place for 30 years greatly increased the fault tolerance rate. Just after everyone finished discussing, 3 forces came to Hanli and asked to exchange for the quota to break through to the Return to Void realm. Because the 3 forces had gathered the number of 5 abandoned planets, it was unknown what promises they made in private that would allow others to transfer the number in their hands to them. Hanli did not ask. He had already stated that as long as it was a legitimate transaction and both parties were willing, he would not pursue it. Hanli asked them to leave the information of the person who wanted to break through, and then told them to go back and wait, and this person would definitely break through to the Return to Void realm in the near future. After they went back, Hanli conveyed the information to him. Hanli could not make people break through, only he could do it. In fact, Hanli didn't even need to say it, he already knew it when they were talking. He quietly operated and opened the backstage for these 3 people. It won't take long before 3 people in Tianyuan realm will break through to the Return to Void realm. A month later, one of them successfully broke through to the Return to Void realm. A few days later, another one also successfully broke through to the Return to Void realm. 10 days later, the last one also successfully broke through. So far, all 3 people have succeeded. As he estimated, it won't take too long. At the same time, the breakthrough of the 3 people also shocked all the cultivators in Tianyuan realm. Chapter 42 Discovering the Middle World. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hanli is only at the Return to Void realm. Whoever he wants to break through can break through. Do you really think he is the Son of Heaven, or the Father of Heaven? Originally, they just wanted to try it out, and they wouldn't lose anything anyway. Who knew the result would be true? Hanli can really make anyone break through. Could it be that Hanli is really the Son of Heaven? Some people began to regret trading the amount they had. It would be great if they kept it. When they found other abandoned planets later and gathered the number, they would have one more powerful person at the Return to Void realm, and the strength of the sect would also be booming. It was really regretful. The Daoyuan conference was held again. This time the number of places was directly cut in half to 100. Naturally, some people were happy and some were sad. Time flies. After 300 years of hard work by the cultivators, the Tianyuan realm has made great progress. First of all, the area of the Tianyuan realm is half larger than before. So far, the upper limit of the number of Return to Void realm in Tianyuan realm has reached 300, which is much more than before, but he did not release the quota, which is not conducive to the development of Tianyuan realm. He wants to let this group of cultivators involute. If you want a quota for Return to Void realm, you have to make contributions. If you don't make contributions, you have to stay in the perfection of the spiritualization stage. In the past 300 years, the number of Return to Void realm cultivators in Tianyuan realm has reached 89. Speaking of it, it is not very difficult, and some creatures can still do it. Although the luck component is a little higher, it is also the same for cultivating immortals. Without luck, who can cultivate immortals? Compared with mortals, being able to become a cultivator is their greatest blessing in this life. There is no upper limit on the number of people below Return to Void Realm. Even if there is, it cannot reach the limit. At this time, the data of Tianyuan Realm is as follows: there are 89 Return to Void Realm. Except for Hanli and Yixingchen who are in the late Return to Void stage, the rest are in the early Return to Void stage. There are more than 2,000 in the spiritualization stage, and the number of people has not increased much. There are more than 100,000 Yuanian cultivators, and nearly 1 million Jindan cultivators. The total number of foundation building and Qi refining cultivators is about 200 million. It is indeed a lot if we only look at the number, but it is pitifully small compared to the entire Tianyuan realm. The human race in the Tianyu alone has reached 70 billion people, not to mention the other 7 realms. Then again, it doesn't matter if there are few cultivators in the Tianyuan realm, as the Tianyuan realm has only been developing for a few years. The most important thing is that the Tianyuan realm has development potential, which is the key. After so many years of cultivation, the spiritual energy in the Tianyuan realm is very rich. The spiritual veins of Fumeng Mountain in the Tianyu realm have already nurtured the level of the second-grade superb spiritual veins, and it will soon reach the third-grade quality. And because of the long-term nourishment of the spiritual veins, some of the stones under Fumeng Mountain are about to evolve into spiritual stones. In other words, it won't be long before spiritual stones appear in the Tianyuan realm. Although they are just ordinary low-grade spiritual stones, it's good to have them, and I'm afraid that there won't be any. The quality of the spiritual veins in the other 7 domains is worse, but they have also reached the lower level of the second order. After years of improvement and repair by the main spirit, the 2 secret realms of Xuanhuan and Lingtai are no worse than the heavenly realm, and are even better than the heavenly realm. There is also the first heaven, because the seedlings of the world tree are planted inside. The concentration of spiritual energy in the first heaven has reached the atomized state. Mortals who come here and take a breath can extend their life for several years. It sounds exaggerated, but it is not exaggerated at all. The first heaven has such a rich spiritual energy, but he still has no intention of revealing it. He continues to let the first heaven accumulate spiritual energy. Maybe one day these spiritual energies will be compressed into spiritual water. Not long after that, a Yuanian period cultivator came to Hanli one day. He told Hanli that he had found a new world. After almost 400 years in this void, someone finally found a new world, and this person is still in the Yuanian period, which can be said to be the destiny. Hanli said nothing and immediately set out to check with him, if what this person said is true, after the Heavenly Dao swallows up the other party, the Tianyuan realm will definitely upgrade and unlock the Mahayana realm. The 2 walked in the void for several years, and finally, Hanli saw its existence. It is indeed a new world, and this new world looks a bit big, even bigger than the Tianyuan realm, and its strength should also be stronger than the Tianyuan realm. It belongs to the middle world and has not reached the level of the big world. Hanli wanted to get close to it, but was immediately shaken out by it. Fortunately, Hanli had the power of the Heavenly Dao given by him to bless him, so he was lucky to avoid accidental injury. If it were replaced by other cultivators of the same realm, they would be seriously injured if not dead. This is because this world does not want Hanli to enter it, which also indirectly illustrates a problem, that there is a Heavenly Dao in this world. This is not easy to deal with. The Heavenly Dao of this world does not allow outsiders to enter, and Hanli cannot force his way through. Master, how is it? At the same time, the Yuanian cultivator asked Hanli. These are 2 places for the return to the void realm. It would be strange if you didn't care. If you miss this opportunity, you may never encounter it again in your life. It can only be said that his vision is small. This is not a small world, but a big world, with 5 places in the return to void realm. No problem, now you have 5 places in the return to void realm. Hanli had no need to lie to him. Giving him 5 places in the return to void realm, but in exchange for the future Mahayana period, this deal is not a loss, it is very good. 5 places in the return to void realm. The nascent soul cultivator felt incredible and trembled when he spoke. It turned out that what he discovered was not a small world, but a middle world. However, he was only happy for a few seconds, and then he showed an embarrassed look. Hanli saw his expression and asked in confusion, "What's wrong with you? What's on your mind?" Why did he not feel happy after finding a middle world? Shouldn't he go to KTV to play for a month like winning the lottery? To be honest with you, Master, I am a casual cultivator. The Yuanying cultivator revealed his identity, a casual cultivator in the Yuanying stage. After hearing this, Hanli was full of surprise. A casual cultivator can cultivate to the Yuanying stage in the Tianyuan realm and also win a place in the Daoyuan conference, which shows that this boy has a strong talent. At the same time, Hanli also understood why he turned from joy to sorrow. As a casual cultivator, it is useless for him to have so many quotas for the return to void realm. He is only in the Yuanying stage, and there is a big realm between him and the return to void realm. For example, an ordinary person has 100 million in his card, but the card is frozen and cannot be used. He can only look at it but not use it, which is extremely painful. Seeing his situation, Hanli thought for a moment and said, "I'll give you a choice, see if you agree or not." That he was stunned at first, not understanding why Hanli said that to him, but he quickly reacted and said, "Master, please speak. I'll personally open up an exchange benefit for you, using 5 return to void realm quotas in exchange for your breakthrough to return to void realm. Please consider it." Chapter 43 Reincarnation. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Using 5 quotas for the return to void realm in exchange for his breakthrough to the return to void realm, 5 for 1, it seems like a loss, but it is a huge bargain for him. Hanli is helping him. "Thank you, Master, that opportunities are hard to come by," and he agreed without saying anything. After that, Hanli asked him to go back and practice well, and he would definitely be able to break through to the return to void realm within 100 years. He also agreed and did as Hanli said. 100 years is very long, and it depends on what realm it is. From nascent soul to God transformation, and then to return to void, to be honest, 100 years is not long at all. Of course, Hanli has a faster way. Let the Heavenly Dao directly infuse him with spiritual energy, which does not take a year or a half, but can be completed in 10 days and a half months, but such forced infusion will lead to an unstable foundation, and subsequent practice will be difficult to improve. Seeing that he is also a person with extremely strong talent, Hanli does not want to harm him. After returning to the Tianyuan realm, Hanli told him clearly about finding the middle world. Do not allow outsiders to enter. The Heavenly Dao of this world is very cautious. In this case, the tricks used before cannot be used to deal with this world, and other methods need to be considered. Things are a bit difficult, but there are ways. He handed a ball of spiritual energy to Hanli, which made Hanli a little confused. Isn't he trying to find a way? Why did the Heavenly Dao give him a ball of spiritual energy? He doesn't lack spiritual energy. Seeing Hanli holding the ball of spiritual energy in a daze, he sent a voice message to Hanli. "This is Lin Tian, whose origin is a ball of spiritual energy." "What? This is the immortal master Lin Tian?" Hanli was also shocked when he learned the identity of this ball of spiritual energy. It turned out that Lin Tian's true identity was this. If he didn't say it, Hanli would never know it in his life. Although Lin Tian's cultivation was not high in his life, he was only at the 7th level of qi refining, and most of the cultivators in Tianyuan realm had higher cultivation than him. However, Lin Tian is a symbol of an era. He created the era of cultivation in Tianyuan realm, and no cultivator in Tianyuan realm can forget him. Moreover, Lin Tian was once the descendant of Fulong Temple and Han Li's master. It is not too much to call him immortal master Lin Tian. You put him into this world. I think the Heavenly Dao of this world will not reject him. This is his plan. Lin Tian's origin is a ball of spiritual energy, and the world of cultivation needs spiritual energy. The Heavenly Dao of this world will definitely not reject it and will definitely absorb this ball of spiritual energy into the world. In this way, when Lin Tian arrives in this world, he can find a chance to be reborn. Originally, he did not intend to use this trump card so soon. There is no way. The Heavenly Dao of the other party refuses outsiders to enter. He has to use it even if he doesn't want to. Yes. Hanli took the order and held the ball of spiritual energy carefully, fearing that the ball of spiritual energy would be scattered by him. In this way, he would be a sinner in the Tianyuan world. Returning to this middle world, Hanli threw the ball of spiritual energy in. As he said, the Heavenly Dao of this world did not refuse the entry of this ball of spiritual energy, but took the initiative to absorb him into the world. Let's leave it to fate next. that watching this ball of spiritual energy enter this middle world, Hanli did not stay for too long and returned directly to Tianyuan realm, whether Lin Tian can survive successfully in this middle world and whether he can help them take over this world, everything is left to fate. Zhongyu Star is the name of this middle world. After this ball of spiritual energy was sucked into Zhongyu Star, it floated and finally fell into a woman's belly. It is very fateful. The village where the woman married was called Linjia village, and her husband's surname was Lin. She thought that the Lin family gave birth to 2 boys and 1 girl, but unfortunately, none of them had spiritual roots, so they could only be ordinary mortals. More than a month later, the woman found that she was pregnant again. She must give birth. She only gave birth to 3, and with this one in her belly, it was only 4. Their goal is to give birth to 6. If the offspring in the future have spiritual roots, they can choose not to have any more. If none of the 6 have spiritual roots, they can choose to have 1 or 2 more depending on the situation. In the world of cultivation, do you think it's strange to have more children? Not strange at all. This is the case for most families, and there is an advantage to this. If a family can produce a cultivator, the whole family can live a good life, which is many times better than farming. 9 months later, Lin Tian was born. Coincidentally, Lin Tian's father also gave him a single name in this life, single name Tian, Lin Tian, the same name as his previous life, but Lin Tian doesn't know yet that he has not awakened his past life memories. When Lin Tian was 3 years old, his mother was pregnant again. When he was almost 4 years old, his mother gave birth to a girl. In other words, Lin Tian had 2 brothers, 1 sister, and 1 younger sister at this time. The 2 brothers and the sister did not have spiritual roots, and it was unknown whether this younger sister would have spiritual roots. When Lin Tian was 6 years old, he was taken to the Wanling sect by the village chief to test his spiritual roots. Not only him, but every 6-year-old child in Linjia village went. Unlike the Tianyuan realm, the Tianyuan realm tests spiritual roots at the age of 12. Zongyuxing is 6 years old, 6 years ahead of time. Why is this? Does Zongyuxing have the best way to check spiritual roots? The village chief told them about the situation of Wanling sect on the way. He said that Wanling sect is the most powerful sect in Xuanhuan County. The current sect leader Lu Xiaohua has the perfect cultivation of Yuanying, and is only 1 step away from entering the Shenhua stage. As long as Lu Xiaohua enters the Shenhua stage, Wanling sect will be listed among the first-class forces. Lin Tian has some knowledge about the realm of cultivation. From low to high, there are 8 realms: Qi refining, foundation building, golden core, nascent soul, spiritualization, return to void, Mahayana, and tribulation. To become a cultivator, one must have spiritual roots. The better the quality of the spiritual roots, the faster the cultivation and the higher the realm that can be broken through. As we all know, the higher the realm, the harder it is to break through. There are not many other things. Just from Qi refining to foundation building, I don't know how many cultivators have been stuck. This knowledge is not specially studied by Lin Tian. Almost every household knows these basic common sense of cultivation. Lin Tian's parents don't know how many times they have nagged in his ears. He can't forget it. This time, when he came to test the spiritual roots, Lin Tian's parents had high hopes for him. They haven't produced a cultivator in their Lin family for many years. I hope they can produce one. Wanling sect and Linjia village belong to Xuanhuan County. They are not far apart. Lin Tian and his team arrived in just 3 months. Although 3 months seems long, for other places that are farther away, if you don't have a flight aid and have the same walking speed as Lin Tian and his team, you may not be able to get there without a year or 2 in advance. When Lin Tian and his team arrived at Wanling sect, the Wanling sect square was already crowded with people, and the spiritual root test had also begun. The village chief asked them to line up quickly, finish early, and go back early. The village chief didn't have any hope for Lin Tian and his team, but the greater the hope, the greater the disappointment. In other words, after bringing the children to Wanling sect to test their spiritual roots for so many years, the village chief had already bought a magic resistance cloak, and the attack could not cause him any harm. Chapter 44, Heavenly Spiritual Roots. You are listening at novelfull.audio. No spiritual roots, next one. No spiritual roots, next one. It was the turn of the children in Linjia village to test their spiritual roots. As expected by the village chief, none of the previous children had any spiritual roots. The village chief was very calm. It has been like this for so many years, so it won't be a big deal this time. Soon, it was Lin Tian's turn in the team. Like the detection method of Tianyuan realm, Zhongyu Star also uses a spiritual power tablet to detect spiritual roots. The difference is that the structure of Zhongyu Star is much more ingenious, which may be the reason why spiritual roots can be detected at the age of 6. Lin Tian put his hand on the spiritual power tablet, and red energy suddenly surged from the spiritual power tablet. The sudden scene shocked the inspector of Wanling sect so much that his jaw was about to dislocate. This is a fire-type spiritual root. The so-called heavenly spiritual root is the same as the single spiritual root in the Tianyuan realm, with only one attribute spiritual root. The Zhongyu Star calls it the heavenly spiritual root, but it just sounds better. The heavenly spiritual root has the fastest cultivation speed. As long as you don't commit suicide, there will be no bottleneck when you cultivate to the nascent soul stage, so, Lin Tian will be able to become a powerful nascent soul in the future, and he will be able to become an elder of the sect and be on par with the sect master. Therefore, this inspector will be so out of control, he can check out the heavenly spiritual root for others, and his ancestors are also smoking. What, heavenly spiritual root? That at this time, the village chief also reacted and was extremely surprised. At the same time as being shocked, he was also extremely happy. The Lin family village has a dragon, and someone in the Lin family has finally given birth to a dragon. May the ancestors bless you. The village chief decided that when he returned, he would let all the villagers in the Lin family village hold a 3-day buffet. Just as everyone was stunned and shocked, an old man appeared in front of Lin Tian, with a kind face, and said to Lin Tian in a gentle tone, "Child, are you willing to worship me as your master?" Seeing the old man, the inspector immediately bowed and said, "Greetings to the 5th elder." It turned out that the old man was the 5th elder of the Wanling sect. It is said that the Wanling sect has 9 elders, all of whom have reached the nascent soul stage. Lin Tian was favored by the 5th elder, who asked the 5th elder to come out and accept disciples in person. The eyes of the people around him were full of jealousy. If only they could also get the favor of the elders. The smile on the village chief's face became even brighter. Even the elders of the Wanling sect came out in person to accept disciples. Lin Tian was going to soar to the sky. Lin Tian was about to agree, when another voice came. "Son Pifu, you want to teach people with your appearance, and you don't even consider your own weight, and you still want to mislead the students." After speaking, a figure landed, also an old man. When the inspector saw the old man, he immediately knelt down and said, "Greetings to the 3rd elder." Another elder, and his rank is higher than the 5th elder. Could it be that the 3rd elder is also here for Lin Tian? Everyone present couldn't help but guess. The 3rd elder ignored the inspector, looked at Lin Tian and said, "Child, are you willing to worship me as your master?" "If you are willing to worship me as your master, I will do my best to train you." Hearing the words of the 3rd elder, everyone present took a breath of cold air. Sure enough, he came for Lin Tian again. Moreover, the chips given by the 3rd elder were too big. What virtue and ability did Lin Tian have to let 2 elders compete for him as a disciple? The 5th elder saw that the 3rd elder not only humiliated him, but also wanted to compete with him for a disciple. How could he tolerate this? "Yang Duzi, who are you talking about here? No matter what I do, I am better than you." The 3rd elder started to curse directly, then the 5th elder also responded, and a good inspection square instantly turned into a place for 2 people to curse. "2 old men, you are so out of control in front of the younger generation. Are you too old to care about your face?" Just after the 3rd and 5th elders started to fight, another voice came. This time it was a female voice. After hearing this voice, the 2 did not continue to quarrel, and gave each other a cold look. Lin Tian looked in the direction of the voice, and saw a gorgeous and indulgent woman. Her skin was super good, as fresh as water. She was also very young, like a woman in her early 20s. Don't look at her like this. Lin Tian knew in his heart that she was probably older than his great-grandmother's grandmother. Have met the 6th elder. Seeing the woman coming over, the inspector hurriedly saluted her. This woman is Qin Yuyan, the 6th elder of Wanling sect, and the only female among the 9 elders. She has a superior status. Didn't you see that the 3rd and 5th elders were scolded and dared not speak? Seeing that the third and fifth elders stopped arguing, Chen Yuyan was too lazy to pay attention to them, and finally her eyes fell on Lin Tian. "Little brother, what's your name? Do you want to worship me as your teacher? Let me tell you, there are many beautiful young ladies in my Lingxiang pavilion. When I grow up, I can choose any one." Good fellow, Chen Yuyan actually seduced Lin Tian in this way, which cultivator could withstand such temptation? She is many times older than Lin Tian, and she still calls herself a sister, so shameless. However, Lin Tian was not moved by Chen Yuyan's words, and still did not answer. This made the other disciples of Wanling sect feel very anxious. There are 11 peaks in Wanling sect, 9 elders each have 1 peak, 1 peak belongs to the sect master, and the remaining peak belongs to the supreme elder. Chen Yuyan's peak is named Lingxiang Pavilion, and it has always only recruited female cultivators. So the peak is full of women. In the eyes of the male compatriots of Wanling sect, Lingxiang Pavilion is the place they have always longed for. This time, Chen Yuyan actually broke the rules and wanted to accept a male disciple. This makes people wonder if Lin Tian's talent is so strong that Chen Yuyan is willing to use the entire Lingxiang Pavilion as a wedding dress. When the third and fifth elders heard that Chen Yuyan also planned to accept Lin Tian as a disciple, they hurriedly said, "Junior sister, no, we chose him first." In the face of interests, the third and fifth elders chose to cooperate, first kill the external enemy and then fight internally. TSK, who stipulated that it must be first come first served. My brother didn't agree to worship you two as his master, so why can't I accept him as a disciple? Chen Yuyan retorted that she had an advantage and she believed that Lin Tian would definitely choose. The third and fifth elders were a little anxious. This was the reason, but once Chen Yuyan joined in, they had no chance of winning. Junior sister, your Lingxiang pavilion is full of female disciples, it is not appropriate to recruit a male disciple. Who stipulated that Lingxiang pavilion cannot recruit male disciples because it is full of female disciples? Was it the sect master or the previous peak masters of Lingxiang pavilion who said such a thing? Chen Yuyan continued to refute, sounding like she was playing rogue, but the truth was that there was no civilized rule, so it was difficult to say whether he was right or wrong. At most, there was a problem with morality. On the other hand, when it comes to accepting disciples and inheriting the legacy, you must choose a good disciple. It seems that fighting for a disciple has nothing to do with morality. Okay, let's stop it. Just when the three wanted to continue arguing, a voice interrupted their casting. Chapter 45 Dongzhou Youth Conference. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This time, there were not only one person, but 7 people. They were the leader of Wanling sect and 6 other elders, so, all the high-level leaders of Wanling sect gathered here. They all came for Lin Tian. Leader. The third elder, the fifth elder, and Chen Yuyan each called out. Guanjiqiu nodded, but did not answer, and looked at Lin Tian. Guanjiqiu, that is, the name of the leader of Wanling sect. Guanjiqiu said, the Grand Elder has accepted this child, so you all should stop fighting. What? The third elder, the fifth elder, and Chen Yuyan were shocked after hearing Guanjiqiu's words. The Grand Elder is a special existence of Wanling sect, and his status is equal to that of the leader. This Grand Elder of Wanling sect is called Li Puqi, who has been practicing Taoism for more than 4,000 years, and has reached the perfect level of nascent soul, with the same strength as Guanjiqiu. The people of Xuanhuan County only know that Guanjiqiu has reached the perfect level of nascent soul, and is only one step away from reaching the level of God transformation. In fact, the most promising and powerful one in Wanling sect is this Grand Elder, and this Grand Elder has a habit of not liking to get involved in worldly affairs, and is a person who immerses himself in hard cultivation. Unless there is a major incident in Wanling sect, Li Puqi will not ask a word, and all sect affairs are handed over to Guanjiqiu to handle. Even if it is a disciple, Li Puqi does not want to teach. For so many years, Li Puqi has not accepted a single disciple. That is why, when hearing that the Grand Elder wants to accept Lin Tian, the third elder, the fifth elder, and Chen Yuyan are shocked and incredible. The Grand Elder wants to accept a disciple, and only this time, and Guanjiqiu has spoken in person. They will never compete with the Grand Elder. Maybe the Grand Elder is about to die, and wants to find a disciple to inherit his mantle. It is estimated that it is almost certain. Just do as the sect master says. The third elder, the fifth elder, and Chen Yuyan all agreed and withdrew from competing for Lin Tian as a disciple. Lin Tian has a fire elemental spiritual root, so it is more suitable for the grand elder to teach him than any of them. Seeing that they all agreed, Guan Zhiqiu asked, "Child, do you want to become a disciple now, or do you want to go back and come back?" The general rule in the sect is that those who pass the assessment can go home to say goodbye to their parents or deal with other things. After arriving at the sect, you must go out for no reason, otherwise your cultivation will be abolished and you will be expelled. Of course, there are also some people who are unwilling to go back and join the sect directly. As for Lin Tian, it depends on how he chooses. Thank you, the sect. I want to go back and say goodbye to my parents before returning to the sect. Lin Tian did not think about it, and almost answered Guan Zhiqiu's words. Okay. Guan Zhiqiu did not say much, just said okay. However, when Lin Tian and his friends returned home, Guan Zhiqiu sent a disciple of the 8th level of Qi refining to escort them back to the village. After returning to Xianxia village, when Lin Tian's parents learned that Lin Tian had spiritual roots and was accepted as a disciple by the Grand Elder of Wanling sect, they were extremely happy and smiled. Lin Tian had never seen them so happy before. The villagers of Xianxia village were also quite shocked when they heard the news, and no one doubted that this was a fake. Who knew that Lin Tian had a cultivator with him to protect him? They knew that Lin Tian's family was going to be prosperous, and they were envious. After staying at home for a few days, Lin Tian said goodbye to his parents and set off. With this 8th level Qi refining disciple leading the way, the journey was much faster, and Lin Tian returned to Wanling sect in less than a month. After arriving at Wanling sect, after Lin Tian registered, someone took him to see the Grand Elder. Lin Tian met Li Puqi, who looked like an old man in his twilight years. Unlike ordinary old men in their twilight years, Li Puqi was full of vigor and vitality. After all, he was a perfect nascent soul, and even if his lifespan was approaching, he was not comparable to ordinary people. When he met Lin Tian, Li Puqi asked Lin Tian to offer him a bowl of tea, which was considered as his apprenticeship, and there was no need for other fancy things. After Lin Tian offered tea and became his apprentice, Li Puqi began to teach him. Under Li Puqi's teaching, in just 1 month, Lin Tian broke through to the 1st level of Qi refining and successfully entered the ranks of cultivators. After Lin Tian entered the 1st level of Qi refining, his memory of his past life awakened. At that moment, Lin Tian knew the purpose of his coming to the Central Region Star. After understanding his life experience, Lin Tian felt emotional in his heart. If Li Puqi knew it in the end, he didn't know if Li Puqi would regret teaching him. With the awakening of his past life memory, Lin Tian made great progress in his cultivation. In just 3 years, Lin Tian reached the peak of the 9th level of Qi refining like a rocket, and was just 1 step away from the foundation building. When the people of Wanling sect learned that Lin Tian had reached the peak of the 9th level of Qi refining in 3 years, their faces were full of disbelief. An average of 3 levels per year, it's really outrageous, it's really outrageous. Is this the talent and strength of the heavenly spiritual root? The 9 elders all began to regret why they sold this favor in the first place, especially Chen Yuyan. If she had known this, why didn't she be ruthless and give Lin Tian a baby marriage and tie Lin Tian directly to the Lingxiang pavilion? Guan Zhiqiu also sighed, thinking that this boy was really terrifying. Fortunately, such a genius belongs to the Wanling sect, not other sections. It seems that the goal of the Wanling sect to become a first-class force is not far away. Even if he and the Supreme Elder cannot break through to the spiritualization stage, Lin Tian will definitely be able to break through in the future. Elsewhere, Li Puqi was smiling at the moment. He has been laughing for more than a day or 2. Ever since he accepted Lin Tian as his disciple, Li Puqi has been laughing almost every day. Taking a closer look, Li Puqi felt that he was much older. Of course, this is an illusion. For those in the nascent soul stage, it is not easy to change their appearance. They can be as old as they want and as young as they want. After Li Puqi finished laughing, he got up and went to look for Guan Zhiqiu. Li Puqi had something to discuss with Guan Zhiqiu. Elder Taishan, have you thought about it and are you sure you want Lin Tian to participate in this youth conference in Dongzhou? After learning about Li Puqi's intention, Guan Zhiqiu frowned and confirmed with Li Puqi again and again. Li Puqi nodded heavily and said, think about it, as long as you agree, I will make it clear to Lin Tian after we go back. If he wants to go, he can go, and if he doesn't want to go, he can go. As long as Lin Tian agrees to go, there is no problem with me. Guan Zhiqiu replied. Seeing Li Puqi's appearance, he probably made up his mind to go. It seems that Li Puqi still hasn't let go of what happened back then. As for Lin Tian, Guan Zhiqiu didn't have to think about it. Lin Tian would definitely not reject Li Puqi. After all, Li Puqi was Lin Tian's master and would agree both emotionally and rationally. It's just. Guan Zhiqiu's heart was complicated. He hoped that such a good young talent would not be like the previous one. Otherwise, it would be difficult for Wanling's sect to become a first-rate force. Chapter 46, Qingshan Secret Realm. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After Li Puqi came back from Guan Zhiqiu, he found Lin Tian and told him about the Dongzhou Youth Conference in detail. The distribution of the central star is the same as that of the Tianyuan world. The Tianyuan world is divided into 8 domains, and the central star is divided into 5 continents, namely Dongzhou, Shizhou, Nanzhou, Beizhou, and Zhongzhou. Xuanhuan County is in Dongzhou. The Dongzhou Youth Conference is held every 10 years. It is aimed at young people from the entire Dongzhou. The age limit is under 25 years old. The minimum cultivation level is the 7th level of qi refining, and the maximum is the 9th level of qi refining. It cannot exceed the foundation building. Those who can reach the 7th level of qi refining before the age of 25 are the best in cultivation. Therefore, everyone who can participate in the Dongzhou Youth Conference is a genius. Don't think that there are few geniuses. The number of applicants for the last Dongzhou Youth Conference exceeded 100,000, and all of them were at the 9th level of qi refining. There are almost no people below the 9th level of qi refining who sign up. Unless this person has the ability to fight beyond the level, he is just an experienced baby. The fundamental reason for holding this youth conference is not to promote cultural exchanges in Dongzhou, and there is no reward. It is to compete for places in Qingshan Secret Realm. The Qingshan Secret Realm is similar to the Xuanhuan Secret Realm. It has cultivation restrictions and can only be entered by monks with foundation establishment and below. There are various opportunities in it. After the Qingshan Secret Realm is opened, up to 5,000 monks can enter. The Dongzhou Youth Conference produces these 5,000 places. Among the 100,000 cultivators at the 9th level of qi refining, only 5,000 were selected in the final round. This elimination rate was too high. To be honest, Li Puqi was not sure whether Lin Tian could win this spot, so he could only give it a try. There are too many geniuses in Dongzhou, and Lin Tian is not the only one with Tianlingen. Calculated based on the entire Dongzhou, there are still many monks with Tianling roots. After understanding the situation of the Dongzhou Youth Conference, Lin Tian immediately responded and expressed his willingness to participate in this Dongzhou Youth Conference. Xiao Tian, you have to think carefully. There is no risk in participating in the Dongzhou Youth Conference. You can compete with peace of mind in the conference. The most terrifying thing was the Qingshan Secret Realm. In the end, no one was left alive, and the casualty ratio was too high. Li Puqi was torn in his heart. He wanted Lin Tian to attend the Dongzhou Youth Conference, but he didn't want Lin Tian to go to Qingshan's Secret Realm. There was one thing that Li Puqi didn't tell Lin Tian. Many years ago, Wanling's sect also accepted a Tianlingen disciple. This Tianlingen disciple is not as evil as Lin Tian. He reached the peak of the 9th level of qi refining in 3 years, but he is not bad. He reached the peak of the 9th level of qi refining in only 8 years. It took 8 years to reach the peak of the 9th level of qi refining, almost 1 level a year. The whole sect was as happy then as it is now. The entire sect believed that this Tianlingen disciple was the most promising to break through to become a god and make the Wanling sect become a first-rate force. From this moment on, the Wanling sect expanded, and this Tianlingen disciple was scheduled to be the candidate for the next generation of sect masters. Wanling sect also signed up for the Dongzhou Youth Conference at that time, and this disciple of Tianlingen finally got the quota and got the ticket to Qingshan's Secret Realm. Here's where things go wrong. This Tianlingen disciple never came out after entering Qingshan's Secret Realm. Later, Wanling sect accidentally learned that this Tianlingen disciple died in the Qingshan Secret Realm. the Wanling sect did not investigate who died at the hands of the other party, because the other party was too powerful and the Wanling sect could not afford to offend him. Quan pretended that he did not know, and that the Wanling sect did not have such a person. From then on, Wanling sect began to work with its tail between its legs and develop quietly. They were thinking that they hoped that the Wanling sect could recruit another Tianlingyan disciple in the future. If they can still recruit a Tianlingyan disciple, they will definitely not go to some bullshit secret realm again, and they will not be able to develop even if they are struggling. If he could hold on at that time, Wanling sect would definitely have a strong man in the god transformation stage now. What a pity, I regret it. Fortunately, Tianxuan Wanling sect sent another Tianlingyan disciple to Wanling sect many years later. However, they may not be able to keep this one. Master, I have thought about it carefully. The disciples of the Dongzhou Youth Conference must participate, and they must win the place to enter the Qingshan secret realm, so as not to embarrass the sect. Please rest assured, Master, that the disciple will return safely. Lin Tian and Li Puqi solemnly promised that he would ensure his own safety, otherwise, Li Puqi might regret not letting him go later. It's good if you have this confidence. Li Puqi no longer stopped. In fact, Li Puqi had a difficult pit to overcome. Li Puqi was the master of this Tianlingyan disciple back then, and he could also be said to be Lin Tian's senior brother. This senior brother died in the secret realm of Qingshan. The Wanling sect did not investigate due to the enemy's power, but that did not mean that they did not know anything. There is news that senior brother Lin Tian died at the hands of the Holy Son of Floating Light Holy Land. It is also said that senior brother Lin Tian could not survive 10 rounds at the hands of the Holy Son of the Holy Land of Floating Light, and this Holy Son of Floating Light Holy Land also has Heavenly Spirit root, and he has reached the peak of the 9th level of Qi refining in just 5 years of practice. An 8-year-old can't survive 10 rounds in the hands of a 5-year-old, as soon. As the news came out, Wanling sect became the object of ridicule from various sections. I have been bragging about how strong my disciples are and how fast they practice, but this is the result. For a long time after that, Wanling sect could not lift its head. Later, Wanling sect privately traced the source of the news, and the final result was that the news came from the Floating Light Holy Land itself. Floating Light Holy Land is not afraid of Wanling sect at all, so what if you know about it, you still dare to come and take revenge? Therefore, this became a worry in Li Puqi's heart. Now, Li Puqi finally met Lin Tian, a monster. He wanted Lin Tian to compete with the saints from various holy places to see who was stronger and who was weaker. If Li Puqi can get rid of this problem, he may be able to go further. After making an agreement with Lin Tian, Li Puqi stopped disturbing him and retreated, leaving the space for Lin Tian. After Li Puqi left, Lin Tian's eyes glowed. Qing Tian's secret realm. Well, let's start with you. Lin Tian sat down and entered a state of cultivation, but he was not practicing, but trying to communicate with him to see if he could establish a connection with Tianyuan World. He originally planned to try this at Foundation Building, but after all, considering his cultivation at the 9th level of Qi refining, it was still too much. There was no way. Who asked Li Puqi to tell him the matter. Let's start from Qingshan's secret realm to conquer the central star. After trying several times, Lin Tian still could not establish contact with Tianyuan World. In the end, Lin Tian could only give up and sighed. Hey, it seems that I am too impatient. Tianyuan realm is far away from the central realm star, and my current cultivation level is too low, so it is impossible to do it. You can only wait for me to go in to inquire about the situation, and then try to communicate with Tianyuan World after breaking through to the Foundation. Then make plans. Lin Tian gave up on establishing contact with the Tianyuan World, but what he didn't know was that at this time, he and the Tianyuan World had already felt a subtle connection. Chapter 47 Battle between the Lord Spirits. You are listening at novelfull.audio. He guessed that Lin Tian must have something to ask him, and he probably couldn't establish contact with him because his cultivation was not enough. That he called Han Li and asked him to go to the outer area of the central region star and try to establish contact with Lin Tian. Han Li did as he said. Arriving at the outer area of the central region star, Han Li established contact with Lin Tian using the method he passed on. Lin Tian suddenly felt that it was him who was contacting him. Lin Tian hurriedly entered the group chat. Hello, Master, my name is Han Li. the current master of Fulong Temple. Entering the call, Hanli took the lead in stating his identity to avoid Lin Tian's misunderstanding. Fulong Temple. Lin Tian hadn't heard of this name for a long time. Fulong Temple was his beginning and his end. I didn't expect that after so many years, Fulong Temple still exists in the world. Lin Tian sighed. He thought that after he disappeared, Fulong Temple would not be preserved for long. Unexpectedly, after so many years, Fulong Temple still exists in the world. Moreover, he sent the descendants of Fulong Temple to communicate with him this time, which also shows a truth that Hanli was favored by him, otherwise Hanli would not have come here. Yes, Master, Fulong Temple still exists, and I hope that Master can return to his hometown one day. Afterwards, Hanli told Lin Tian about the current situation of Fulong Temple. Fulong Temple is very low-key in the Tianyuan realm. It does not compete for world dominance, nor does it declare that it is the best in the world. However, no one with a discerning eye dares to underestimate Fulong Temple. It cannot be said that Fulong Temple is a chicken just because it does not show its mountains and waters. Such an understanding is wrong. When Lin Tian learned that Fulong Temple was destroyed once after he disappeared, but it was rebuilt later, Lin Tian knew that the result was as he expected. He left the Qi refining enlightenment to Fulong Temple in the past, hoping that Fulong Temple would spread the books all over the world and gain a lot of luck through teaching. When the world changes, Fulong Temple can also benefit from it. However, the current master misunderstood his meaning and regarded the Qi refining insights he left behind as a secret, and did not hand them over until the demise of Fulong Temple. It was also his fault that he did not explain it clearly at the time. Then again, how could someone say the matter of fighting for luck in person? If that were the case, Lin Tian would not be following the will of heaven, but would be changing his fate against heaven. Fortunately, Fulong Temple had successors. Zhang Fulong comprehended this matter and re-established the Fulong Temple lineage. Later, when Lin Tian heard Hanli say that Zhang Fulong was his master, he was a little surprised. What is your current cultivation level? If you remembered correctly, the Tianyuan realm had been gone for a long time, not 10,000 years, but 5 or 6,000 years. How come Zhang Fulong was still his master to Hanli? According to this calculation, from the re-establishment of Fulong Temple to the present, only 2 generations of masters have passed. Hanli didn't know why Lin Tian asked this, and answered truthfully, Master, I am now in the middle stage of the Return to Void realm. Middle stage of the Return to Void realm? After hearing Hanli's answer, Lin Tian didn't come back to his senses for a long time. After being in Wanling's sect for a few years, Lin Tian also understood the realm of cultivation. From low to high, they are Qi refining, foundation building, golden core, nascent soul, transformation, return to void, Mahayana, and tribulation. Now the highest level of Wanling's sect is the perfect nascent soul, and Hanli, a junior, has reached the return to void realm. My goodness, what kind of changes have happened in Tianyuan realm in these years when he was away, and he was promoted so quickly. No wonder he dared to set his sights on Zhongyu Star. It's because his vision is narrow. Zhongyu Star is a middle world after all. The fact that Tianyuan realm can set its sights on Zhongyu Star shows that Tianyuan realm is not low in strength, and is about the same as Zhongyu Star. Lin Tian regretted asking this question. Hanli's answer was too much of a blow to him. It was too difficult to be Hanli's master. He had to practice for many years to reach Hanli's current level. To be honest, if it wasn't for participating in the Dongzhou Youth Conference to get a place to enter the Qingshan secret realm, Lin Tian didn't want to stay at the peak of the 9th level of Qi refining. How many Return to Void realm masters are there in Tianyuan realm now? Lin Tian asked again. In Dongzhou, there didn't seem to be many Return to Void realm masters. The holy masters of these holy places were all at the Return to Void realm. There are nearly 100 Return to Void realm masters in Tianyuan realm. Hanli answered truthfully. Lin Tian was speechless again. Why did he ask this question? What did this question have to do with him? He was only at the peak of the 9th level of Qi refining now. When he reached the Return to Void realm, there were still 4 major realms in between. Do you have any instructions from him to come here? Lin Tian simply skipped the previous question and got to the point. Hanli replied, Heavenly Dao sensed that you have contacted him, but there has been no news, so I asked the junior to come and communicate with the master. I don't know what news the master wants to convey. It's like this. Lin Tian told Hanli about the Qingshan secret realm and asked Hanli to go back and ask him if there is any way to get this secret realm. The Zhongyu star is too big and is protected by Heavenly Dao. It is impossible for Tianyuan realm to take it all at once. Even if it attacks, it is not certain who will win or lose in the end. The highest cultivation level in Tianyuan realm is only the return to Void realm. In Zhongyu star, there must be Mahayana cultivators. As for whether there are tribulation crossing stage, Lin Tian does not know, although Lin Tian is in Wanling sect. Wanling sect is not a big sect, and it is not even a first-class force, so Lin Tian does not know much about these secrets of Zhongyu star. After Lin Tian finished speaking, he told Hanli about the distribution of Zhongyu star. Master, rest assured. I will bring the news. I will go back and report. If there is a plan, I will come back to inform Master. After receiving the news from Lin Tian, Hanli said goodbye to Lin Tian. Hanli needed to inform him of the news as soon as possible, and then discuss and make a plan. Time was a bit tight, otherwise he would not be able to catch up. After returning to Tianyuan realm, Hanli conveyed the news to him. After hearing the news, he guessed what Lin Tian was thinking. Lin Tian wants to disintegrate the foundation of Zhongyu star one by one. That's probably what he meant. Hanli nodded. The Heavenly Dao of Zhongyu star does not allow outsiders to enter. Tianyuan realm is too far away from it, and it cannot be attacked directly. If they attack directly, their end will be ugly. They can only consume from the inside of Zhongyu star and make Zhongyu star slowly weaken. This is also the purpose of sending Lin Tian. Now, the first thing to weaken Zhongyu star is here. What needs to be done to turn the Qingshan secret realm into an item of the Tianyuan realm? The most critical point is that the Heavenly Dao of Zhongyu star must not know about it. Once the Heavenly Dao of Zhongyu star knows about it, it will be difficult for them to make small moves later. After some thought, he gave Hanli an item. Rather than saying it is an item, it is better to say it is a main spirit. Yes, he took out the main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm and gave it to Hanli, asking Hanli to bring it to Lin Tian. He is sure that there must be a main spirit in the Qingshan secret realm. This round is a battle between the main spirits of the two worlds. Chapter 48. How can you be called a young person if you are not young and energetic? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hanli handed over the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm to Lin Tian. Since it was the first time for the main spirit to leave Xuanhuan's secret realm and come to the new world, he couldn't help but be full of curiosity about the Zhongyu star. The spiritual energy concentration of the central realm star is much worse than that of the Tianyuan realm. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm told Lin Tian that during this period of time, it had been muttering non-stop. Fortunately, Lin Tian was more patient and willing to listen to it and chat with it. After a back and forth, the two became good friends. Is the concentration of spiritual energy in Tianyuan world higher than that of Zhongyu star? Lin Tian was very surprised. He was the one who built the Zhoutian star array. He knew very well how effective it could be. How could it be higher than the aura concentration of the central domain star? Someone must have tampered with it. It's necessary. This Lord Spirit will tell you another secret. Don't tell anyone else. The main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm looked arrogant, as if he was disdainful of the aura of the central domain star. What secret? Lin Tian was also curious about how a master spirit could tell a secret in person. This secret was definitely not simple. The secret is that there is a world hidden in the Tianyuan world, but you don't know it. The spiritual energy in this world is about to reach the point of liquefaction. The secret mentioned by the main spirit is the first level of the Tianyuan world. Is the spiritual energy about to reach liquefaction level? After hearing this secret, Lin Tian was so shocked that he almost gasped. At the same time, he also told the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm, don't ever mention this secret to anyone again. Since this is a secret, it means he doesn't want people to know about it. Fortunately, the main spirit told him that if he were another person, he would inevitably make a big fuss, and the main spirit would probably be punished by him. Got it, got it. The main spirit didn't care at all and just talked casually. and the conversation ended here. Next, there is the Dongzhou Youth Conference, and Lin Tian is also preparing to leave. The person accompanying Lin Tian this time was not his master Li Puqi, but the sect master Guan Jiqiu. On the way, Guan Jiqiu asked Lin Tian, saying, "Xiao Tian, do you know why your master wants you to participate in the Dongzhou Youth Conference?" Lin Tian was a little stunned. He didn't know why Guan Jiqiu asked this. Is there a hidden secret that he didn't know about? Lin Tian replied truthfully, "I don't know, the master didn't tell me." "It's for your own good that your master doesn't tell me." Guan Jiqiu nodded, as if Li Puqi didn't want to tell Lin Tian, and he didn't want to say it either. However, since Lin Tian had heard it, how could he easily give up questioning? Lin Tian looked at Guan Jiqiu and asked sincerely, "Please let me know, master." "Why?" Guan Jiqiu sighed, wondering why he was so talkative. "Xiao Tian, do you really want to know?" Guan Jiqiu confirmed again, and Lin Tian nodded vigorously. "Since you want to know, I won't hide it from you. This is what happened." Guan Jiqiu told Lin Tianyuan what happened that year. When Guan Jiqiu finished speaking, Lin Tian understood the reason and also understood what Li Puqi's heart ailment was. No wonder Li Puqi had a complicated look in his eyes when he told him about Qingshan's secret realm. This was a conflict in his mind. He wanted Lin Tian to go, but he didn't want Lin Tian to go. It can also be understood that Li Puqi did not want Lin Tian to lose his life, but also wanted Lin Tian to help him avenge his hatred back then, the Holy Land of Floating Light. Lin Tian remembered the name. It was at this moment that the main spirit sent him a message. "Do you want to kill them?" Hearing this, Lin Tian immediately replied, "Think about it, how to fix it." He was only at the 9th level of Qi refining, and he alone could not kill the Holy Land of Floating Light. Even the Wanling sect did not dare to provoke the Holy Land of Floating Light and eat this bitter lotus alone. It's very simple, you just need to tell this spirit who is from the Floating Light Holy Land, or whoever you want to kill. The spirit cannot take action outside, lest it be noticed by the heaven in this world, but the original spirit can leave a mark on them. When they reach the secret realm and the original spirit conceals the secret, we will kill them together. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm informed Lin Tian of his thoughts. Even though it is so easy to talk to, it is not a good one. In the Xuanhuan secret realm, countless monks' lives were ruined at its hands. The lives of living beings are not worth mentioning in front of it. This is a good idea, I agree. Lin Tian very much agreed with the main spirit's proposal and would kill them when the time comes and make Li Puqi angry. Even though Lin Tian is only 9 years old now, his character is more mature than that of an adult. The world of cultivation is not so sophisticated. Isn't it normal for monks to fight and kill several opponents? Lilua Valley is where the Dongzhou Youth Conference is held and where the secret realm of Qingshan is opened. Hey, isn't this a member of the Wan sect? Why, after not showing up for so many years, and now coming out, do you want to give us another one? As soon as Lin Tian and his party arrived at Lilua Valley, they met their sworn enemy, who was from the Floating Light Holy Land. When people in the Floating Light Holy Land saw that Lin Tian and his party were members of the Wanling sect, they couldn't help but think of the past and immediately sneered. The people in Floating Light Holy Land were being nakedly sarcastic and provocative, and they didn't take them seriously at all. After hearing this, the eyes of the people from Wanling sect were full of anger, and they really wanted to rush up and fight with the people from Floating Light Holy Land. In fact, just think about it, how can they defeat the people of Floating Light Holy Land? On the contrary, Guan Jiqiu had to politely say to the middle-aged man headed by the Fuguang Holy Land. "Greetings, Holy Lord." That's right, this time the Fuguang Holy Land was led by their Holy Lord himself. Think about it, only when their Holy Lord led the team personally, they dared to be so arrogant and domineering at the Dongzhou Youth Conference. The Holy Lord of the Fuguang Holy Land saw that Guan Jiqiu was not angry, but took the initiative to cater to him. It was not good to hit the face of the Wanling sect again, lest others say that their Fuguang Holy Land would only bully the strong. The Holy Lord of the Fuguang Holy Land smiled and said, "Master Guan, you don't have to be polite. Just now, the young generation was ignorant. Please don't take it to heart." The Holy Lord of the Fuguang Holy Land knew that they were wrong first, but they didn't even say a word of apology, and didn't take Guanzhiqiu seriously at all. Guanzhiqiu understood this truth very well, and he didn't dare to let the people of the Fuguang Holy Land apologize to him. It was nothing more than a double-faced man, saying one thing to one person and another to another. Guanzhiqiu replied, "It's okay, young people are naturally more energetic. If they are not energetic, how can they be called young people?" That the Holy Lord of Fuguang Holy Land didn't quite understand Guanzhiqiu's words. Was Guanzhiqiu saying that they were arrogant? If so, he recognized that Fuguang Holy Land had the capital to be arrogant. Wanling's sect was a small sect after all. It had not even reached the first-class power, let alone Fuguang Holy Land, a top power. If they continued to stay with the people of Wanling's sect, they would only lose their status. The Holy Lord of Fuguang Holy Land didn't want to talk to Guanzhiqiu anymore, and left with the people of Fuguang Holy Land. Chapter 49, Mahayana Period Scum. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When everyone from the Floating Light Holy Land left, the main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm quietly left a mark on them. When the people from the Floating Light Holy Land entered the Qingshan secret realm, Lin Tian made them know what youthful vigor was. At the same time, Lin Tian asked the main spirit, "Can you tell the cultivation level of the Holy Lord of the Floating Light Holy Land?" The main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm replied disdainfully, "It's just the cultivation level of the early Mahayana, scum." Lin Tian was speechless. What does it mean to be a scum in the early Mahayana? It seems that there are no Mahayana strongmen in the Tianyuan realm. Moreover, it is just the main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm. The Xuanhuan secret realm is the same as the Qingshan secret realm, both of which are trial bases for qi refining cultivators. Just like this, why does it dare to say that the cultivation level of the early Mahayana is scum? Who gives it the courage? Lin Tian couldn't stand the main spirit's pretentiousness, and retorted, "As far as I know, it seems that your status is not that high." TSK. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm heard the meaning of Lin Tian's words, but still expressed disdain. Don't think that this main spirit is just the main spirit of a small qi refining secret realm, but think about it carefully. If this main spirit has this little strength, wouldn't it have been forcibly opened by a powerful person long ago? Take the Qingshan secret realm for example. Why do the places to enter the secret realm still rely on selection? Why don't these holy places force the Qingshan secret realm to open? Are they too kind and don't want to do it? No, it's because they don't have the strength. If they had the strength to force the Qingshan secret realm to open it, the Qingshan secret realm would not have survived to this day, and you would not be here. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm explained to Lin Tian, "The main spirit of the qi refining secret realm is very weak." What a joke! It doesn't care about cultivators below the level of tribulation, so, in this world, except for the Heavenly Dao, the main spirit is not afraid of all cultivators. After being told this by the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm, Lin Tian also reacted. This is the truth. In front of the main spirit, the Saint Lord of the early Mahayana stage of Fuguang Holy Land is really a scumbag. Lin Tian asked again, "Can we kill him?" The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm replied, "No, it is easy for the Heavenly Dao to find out if we kill him here. Then wait until the time is right to kill him. Okay, then destroy the entire Fuguang Holy Land." In this way, one person and one thing reached a consensus as if they had telepathy. A few days later, the Dongzhou Youth Conference officially began. When Lin Tian came on stage, except for the people of Wanling's sect, all the people of other sects were shocked. This TM is only 9 years old. They were shocked by Lin Tian's age and cultivation. At the age of 9, he has reached the peak of the 9th level of qi refining. This cultivation is really against the sky. Generally speaking, the average age of the Dongzhou Youth Conference is about 14 years old. Lin Tian is 5 years younger than the average age. Lin Tian's talent is really a monster. If nothing unexpected happens, he will have the hope of Mahayana in the future. In other words, the Wanling sect may become one of the holy places in the future. The Lord of the Fuguang Holy Land frowned and made a decision in his heart. Once Lin Tian grows up, it will not be a good thing for the Fuguang Holy Land, and this child cannot be kept. Of course, it is not only the Lord of the Fuguang Holy Land who is present, but also people from other holy places have murderous intentions towards Lin Tian. There are only so many resources in the entire Dongzhou. Once a new holy land appears, it will definitely take away the resources in their hands, and they don't want to. In order to prevent the Wanling sect from becoming a new holy land, they have to find a time to get rid of Lin Tian, for the sake of interests. At this moment, the major holy places in Dongzhou reached a unified condition. Boy, you are too pretentious, and you are going to be in trouble. At the same time, the main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm noticed the abnormality between the major holy places and reminded Lin Tian. Lin Tian expressed confusion. Why did he pretend to be a cup? He has always been very low-key, okay? Lin Tian frowned and asked, what's going on? Why am I going to be ruined? They are afraid of your talent. When you become a Mahayana scum in the future, their good days will be over. So, in order to prevent you from growing up, they are going to deal with you together. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm told Lin Tian the reason. When Lin Tian heard it, this wave was indeed his problem. What is this called? This is called Invisible Cup, which is the most deadly. Master Spirit, you will protect me, right? Lin Tian asked the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm was also confused by Lin Tian's question. You caused the trouble, why do you want me to protect you? Don't worry, they dare not attack you here, but wait until we reach Qingshan's secret realm. However, when we reach Qingshan's secret realm, it will not be them who will attack you, but we will attack them. This master spirit has left marks on all of them, and no one will want to run away at that time. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm said to Lin Tian, in fact, it was sent here for another purpose, which is to protect Lin Tian's safety. Once Lin Tian's life is in danger, it will immediately take Lin Tian away, but if it does so, it will definitely be noticed by the Heavenly Dao of Zhongyu Star, and then the Tianyuan realm will not be able to take Zhongyu Star. This also shows a problem. Lin Tian has a very high status in his eyes, higher than a middle world. That's why it told Lin Tian about the existence of the first heaven. Otherwise you would really think it stupid and dare to say anything. If it had a big mouth, it would have been cut off by him long ago. Lin Tian nodded. Okay, you help me write them all down, and we will settle accounts with them in the secret realm. The Dongzhou Youth Conference continues. In the first round, Lin Tian won easily. The same was true in the second and third rounds. Although the opponents were also very strong, this strength was far from enough for Lin Tian. Perhaps only when the saints of the Holy Land took action would he feel a little pressure. However, in the later games, Lin Tian felt something was wrong. It was not that the game was deliberately targeting him. On the contrary, the opponents were deliberately letting him go. Lin Tian could feel this feeling. Lin Tian could feel from the opponents who lost in the front that they really tried their best, but Lin Tian was too strong, and the opponents in the back were simply letting him go. Before Lin Tian made a move, they knocked themselves down. To use Zhang Er's words, why is your son's acting so exaggerated? Lin Tian knew that someone deliberately gave him a quota so that he could enter the Qingshan secret realm. He probably wanted to do something. What a coincidence. Lin Tian thought to himself, what a coincidence. We thought of the same thing. You have a purpose, I have a purpose. It depends on who is better. Since you dare to give it, I dare to accept it. Don't be a fool to give away free quotas. Lin Tian did not point it out, and the competition of the Dongzhou Youth Conference continued. Half a month later, all 5,000 quotas of the Dongzhou Youth Conference were announced. Lin Tian was naturally among the 5,000 quotas, which fulfilled his wish, and 3 days later, the Qingshan secret realm was officially opened. Chapter 50, Searching for Resources. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Xiaotian, why don't we go to the Qingshan secret realm and go back to the sect? After the Dongzhou Youth Conference ended, Guanzhiqiu found Lin Tian. Guanzhiqiu got the news that the major holy places in Dongzhou gave Lin Tian a break in order to let Lin Tian enter the Qingshan secret realm. The people from the major holy places would work together to get rid of him in the secret realm. Since he knew the news, Guanzhiqiu didn't want Lin Tian to take risks. He wanted Lin Tian to give up entering the Qingshan secret realm and go back to the sect with him. However, Guanzhiqiu's proposal was rejected by Lin Tian. The major holy places were waiting for him to enter the Qingshan secret realm, and he was also waiting for the people from the major holy places to enter the Qingshan secret realm. How could Lin Tian miss such a good opportunity? And Lin Tian also knew that if he didn't go to the Qingshan secret realm and return to the sect, would he be safe? No, the major holy places would never give up. Guan Zhiqiu must have known it in his heart. Under Lin Tian's insistence, Guan Zhiqiu had to agree to let him go. 3 days passed in a blink of an eye, and the Qingshan secret realm was opened. 5,000 Dongzhou genius cultivators entered the secret realm to look for opportunities. Lin Tian followed closely, and when he entered the secret realm, Lin Tian found that he had lost contact with everyone. This is the rule in the secret realm. The creatures that come in will be randomly teleported to any location in the secret realm. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm told Lin Tian this. Lin Tian asked, "Can you sense where they are?" "Of course. However, we will put these little karami aside for the time being, and deal with the main spirit of Qingshan's secret realm first." The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm reminded that their purpose of coming in was not to deal with these people, but to seize the Qingshan secret realm. These people looked like ants in the eyes of the main spirit, and it didn't matter when they were dealt with. Lin Tian nodded, and he was indeed not in a hurry to find these people. Besides, they were the ones who were anxious, and they took the initiative to find Lin Tian. This main spirit is going to cover up the secret, you have to pay attention. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm reminded Lin Tian again. After a while, the secret was covered up, and the Heavenly Dao of Zhongyu Star could not detect the abnormality of the Qingshan secret realm. Being in it, Lin Tian also felt that in the dark, his connection with the Heavenly Dao was completely cut off. Not only Lin Tian, but all the creatures in the Qingshan secret realm felt the same, feeling depressed in their hearts, as if they had lost something, but they couldn't tell the specific reason. After covering up the secret, the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm began to explore the resources in the Qingshan secret realm. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm said to Lin Tian, "There is a Lingli fruit tree 300 miles ahead of you. This is a good thing. I want to move it back to Xuanhuan's secret realm." The Lingli fruit produced by the Lingli fruit tree is very important to the cultivators in the qi refining stage. It can consolidate the foundation and enhance the combat effectiveness of the same level. How could the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm let go of such a good thing? It must be moved back to Xuanhuan's secret realm. In this way, one person and one thing began to behave like a human being, and planned to empty the Qingshan secret realm. Half a year later, all the important resources in the Qingshan secret realm were looted by Lin Tian and the others, and they made a lot of money. It also added some foundation to the Tianyuan realm. At this time, Lin Tian finally understood why the Tianyuan realm rose so fast. It felt like they were using other people's things as their own. It would be strange if the improvement was not fast. However, in the past 6 months, the main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm has not found the main spirit of the Qingshan secret realm. It should be that the main spirit of the Qingshan secret realm hid and did not let Lin Tian and the others find it. This coward. The Qingshan secret realm is your main battlefield after all. Why don't you dare to come out and fight? The above paragraph is the evaluation of the main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm on the main spirit of the Qingshan secret realm. The main spirit of the Qingshan secret realm did not show up, so we can only continue to search. Suddenly, the main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm exclaimed, "There is a spiritual vein under the ground of the mountain ahead." The Heavenly Dao of Zhongyu Star is really generous, and actually put a spiritual vein in the secret realm. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm carefully felt the grade of this spiritual vein, and it actually reached the 3rd grade spiritual vein, which was a little higher than the spiritual vein of Fumeng Mountain in Tianyuan realm. If this spiritual vein can be successfully transferred to Tianyuan realm, they will make a lot of money on this trip. Suddenly, the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm exclaimed again. Lin Tian was surprised and asked hurriedly, "What's wrong? Have you found anything?" That the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm said. This main spirit said, "Why I can't find the whereabouts of the other party. It turns out that it is hiding here." Lin Tian understood what the main spirit wanted to express. "You mean, the main spirit of Qingshan's secret realm is hiding under the spiritual vein?" "That's right. What should we do next?" "He has been prepared for a long time, just lay this formation." The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm handed a complete set of formations to Lin Tian. This was prepared by him in advance. This is Qingshan's secret realm, the opponent's home court. Without any trump cards in hand, would the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm dare to be so arrogant? As a result, the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm never expected that the opponent was so cowardly that he didn't dare to fight head-on on his own territory. Lin Tian took over the formation and then arranged it on the mountain. After Lin Tian arranged the formation, the main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm continued to instruct, "Next, you will activate the formation." Okay. Lin Tian did as he was told and then activated the formation, covering the entire mountain. I have. The main spirit of Xuanhuan's secret realm continued to instruct, and this time, before it finished speaking, a group of people took the initiative to greet it. "Boy, I've been looking for you for a long time, but I didn't expect you to be here." That's right, this group of people are the disciples of the major holy places in Dongzhou. For the past 6 months, Lin Tian and the main spirit have been busy plundering resources and have no time to deal with them. Unexpectedly, they came to the door at this critical moment. Well, let's solve it together. During this period of time, Lin Tian has naturally used some of the resources he has plundered, and his strength has been greatly enhanced. If he hadn't been in the Qingshan secret realm, where there were rules suppressing him, Lin Tian would have broken through to the foundation building stage. Lin Tian glanced at the group of people, and communicated with the main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm. In his heart, help me see if those people are among them. It's not a big problem to miss a few. All those with status and position are here. The main spirit of the Xuanhuan secret realm told Lin Tian, and Lin Tian nodded silently. Then Lin Tian took a step forward and swept his eyes over them. "Which of you is the son of the holy land of floating light? Do you dare to come out and fight me?" Lin Tian was the first to issue a challenge. The grudge between Wanling's sect and the Holy Land of Floating Light was the deepest, so it was important to get rid of the people of the Holy Land of Floating Light first. As for the people of other holy lands, Lin Tian would deal with them slowly when he had time. Anyway, none of these people could escape. As soon as Lin Tian said this, a burst of laughter rang out in the crowd. "Brother Gu, this kid wants to fight you one-on-one. Do you dare to accept the challenge?"